Let's get this done. For problem number 7, I have 3 angles inside of a triangle, right? I have this angle, I have this angle, and I have this angle. So let's think about that. The measure of angle 1 in a triangle plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3, what does that equal? 180 if it's inside the triangle. So now I could say that 70 plus 33 degrees plus 15x plus 2 should equal 180, correct?
Yes.
All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine like terms. Those are numbers without a letter, and this is a number without a letter. So 70 plus 33 plus 2, is that 105? 105. Now what about 15x? Can I add that to the 105? No. Now if you haven't had algebra or pre-algebra, what this means is that 15x, we don't know what that value is because it has the unknown variable x. I can't add it to a constant. We call 105 a constant because that value will never change. 70 will never change. 30 will never change. 2 will never change. I can add all those up. 15x can change. That's why we call it a variable. The value of this term right here can change. So I can't add it with something that's constant. So constants and variables can't be added. They're not like terms. So for now, I'm just going to write it right down like this. All right, cool. So now what I got to do is get x by itself, which means I got to move either the 105 or the 15 in front of the x. We do 105 because it's easier. Now, a little more formal definition is we do it because our order of operations are somewhat backwards. In other words, multiplication and division is the last thing we do. Where adding and subtracting is something that we would do first. That's kind of the opposite. We're undoing to x what was done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 105 first. Whatever I do on one side, I do to the other. This goes to 0. 0 plus 15x is just 15x. And then 180 minus 105 is just 75. Now, I need to move 15 away from the x. 15x means 15 times x, so I'm going to do the opposite of multiply, which is divide. I'm going to divide by 15 because that's what I want to move. And whatever I do on one side, I got to do to the other side. So 15 divided by 15 is 1. 1 times x is just x. 75 divided by 15 is 5. And so that's my answer.